So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you make Instagram videos in 2019 and the exact 3 types of Instagram videos that you must know to succeed on content creation. So whether you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, you're a videographer and you want to put videos on Instagram, here are things you need to know before you even start creating Instagram videos. Number 1 is that you want to make sure your videos are square or native to the Instagram feed. Because truth is, when people scroll through Instagram and you upload a video that's native to YouTube, in other words 16:9, it barely takes up any space, and the reality is it does not get as much engagement compared to the square ratio format or 1:1. And if you want to learn how to make those square ratio videos for Instagram, I have a step-by-step tutorial. Link is in the description and in the comments below. But when you need to make videos for Instagram, think square or 4:5. When it comes to making Instagram videos, you need to make sure the first 1 to 3 seconds is very engaging. On top of that, making sure you have a very engaging cover video or thumbnail for Instagram. Because if someone's scrolling through their Instagram feed, the video itself does not load from the very beginning. What actually loads is the cover thumbnail first, and then the first 5 seconds of that Instagram video. So if you pick a really boring video cover thumbnail for your IG, people are not going to want to pause and, oh, what's this? And I can show you a couple examples on my own Instagram page and what has worked and what has not worked. And last but not least, when it comes to making Instagram videos, make it for the purpose that people aren't going to hear the sound on the videos. So whether that's having more text, having some kind of catchy animation, or having someone talk and go like this, a lot of people go like this and make sure, hey, can you hear me? And makes people want to click that little speaker icon so they can actually hear the sound. So just to recap everything, make sure videos on Instagram are square or native to the platform. Make sure that they are front loaded so you have a lot of animations, and designed for sound off. That is how you make Instagram videos. But now let's get into the more technical and actual things of how I break down, and you see all these type of popular Instagram videos with the things that is those motivational kind of content, closed captioning content pieces, or it's just a normal square with cut montages, but I'll show you that in Adobe Premiere. Let's go. So I'm just gonna go straight into it, and I'm gonna show you the 3 types of popular Instagrams and how you can create them. So the first one is I'm gonna show you guys is the typical, you see this with people like Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't know who he is an entrepreneur as well as a digital media agency owner, and you'll see like motivational quotes where you have captions and text on top. And all I did so far was I took a normal 16:9 or 1080p video, and then I put the scale to 50, actually 60, and now you can see that, can I adjust it there a little bit, and now I have that kind of like square format. There's different ways to do it, but that is how I do it. And then I go color matte, and I decide what video now. If you understand that there are these black bars here, but those are transparent, so what I can do is I can pick a color. So for the sake of theme and color here, I'm just going to go with my own channel colors, and that is FFF000 for your hex code fans out there. Click OK, and now I have this 1080x1080 color matte. So what I do is I drag that video on the second layer, and I put the color matte underneath it. Now if I drag it out, those black bars have become yellow bars, and I can do things like have color gradient ramps on top and bottom, but I'll talk about that in a future video. Now you can see that it's a square video, and you can upload this straight to Instagram as long as it is a minute, or if it's more than a minute, to IGTV. Now what we want to do is you want to add some text to it. So you go to your graphics tab and you wait for your graphics to load up depending on the speed of your computer or working laptop. Click T for text, and I'm going to caption this on the top. This is how you make, and then you center that. I like to go with Bebas New because that is a common theme or font that I see everywhere nowadays. make that text a little bigger, center that, drag this a little down. And that is how you do those simple square type of 1x1 videos that you see on Instagram. And there's different things that you can put on top of this Instagram video, like whether that's a little loading bar on the bottom, which can get a little bit more complicated, but it is another color mat and you just crop it. But when it comes to these square formats, all you're essentially doing is you're taking your typical full already edited, whether that's a YouTube video or anything 1080, you scale it down so it's 50. The sequence is 1x1, and that is how you make those types. You might have seen this, as well as how they do captions. Is all it is if I just zoom in here on my timeline, it's just different title layers on top. So if I'm saying this is how I make an IG video, and then the next part would be text blah blah blah. And that is how they do the captions. And it is time consuming, but that is how you do it on Instagram in Adobe Premiere. And you can do different things, like you can animate this, but I'll show you that in the third video. So that is the first one. So video type number 2 that I see on Instagram is not these types of like motivational or closed caption marketing that you see this in digital marketing. The next one is just your simple square video, and all it is you're taking a 1080p video, crop it down, and now you can scale it. So I can adjust my framing here or here, and then it just essentially just straight cuts to whatever video that you want to film. And that's how you do an Instagram video. All it is it's editing, but it is on a more square ratio format. And that's the second type of Instagram video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine 1 and 2. So you can have a normal square ratio, and then it's going to drop back to text, and then it's going to go back to video again. And you can even make these like animations. So for example, I can have this here, and I can zoom this clip out so it can actually become a square. So now you can have a little cool animation where your first to 3 seconds is that it goes from cropped to a square format underneath. And that is always cool when it comes to Instagram videos, is you want to make sure there's some kind of animation or some kind of thing that's capturing, and doesn't have to be in post. You can also do it while you are filming. And that, folks, that is how you make videos on Instagram in 2019 and 2020 and going forward. And those are the basic steps. So if this video provided you value and you want more types of these tutorials, let me know in the comments. Smash that thumbs up so I can keep creating these awesome free value driven content for you guys. And you already know, my name is Peter. You're watching Broke Visionary Collective, where we all start with nothing, but you can always create something.